Sorry about that. Yeah, I am live apparently. Yeah, for a minute there I wasn't sure. Right, so this art dump is going to be very different, as you can tell. Yeah, I've got Toon Boom up because I spent most of November working on... Hey, it's Lionel. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I thought I'd make this one about this little piece of animation that I did for a friend, and there's a bit of a story behind it. So, one of my friends is very keen on my OC Peggy. By the way, you can all hear me, right? Just let me know that this is coming through. And yeah, I'm doing great, thanks. Yeah, how are you? So anyway, he really likes Peggy, my skunk OC, and he's even done quite a bit of fan art of her. And it got to the point where I was thinking, next I've got to find out when his birthday is, because it'll be nice to get my friend Kitsuli, who does the voice of Peggy whenever we do like... good, you can hear me. Yep, great. Yeah, she does voices for it. She came up with like a voice for the character that we use sometimes in mostly just like audio stuff. So I was thinking, let's do a recording. I'll get Kitsuli to record herself as Peggy saying happy birthday to Adam, and I'll send him the MP3. That was the original plan. So I contacted Julie. I got her to record a birthday message. I scripted it. I wrote it all down myself, and it was quite fun because Julie not only recorded those, like she did several takes, as most voice actors will do, and she stayed in character, and she even she does another character called Claire, who she came up with this idea that Claire's kind of directing Peggy. So the audio clip ended up with like some extra extra bits of comedy in there. Anyway, the thing is though, because I listened to the birthday message and I was like, this just sounds like it needs to be animated. I think it just, listening to her voice inspired me, and I thought, yeah, I'll see if because I had plenty of time. I had months to get this done, and so yeah, I had a go at. Don't need the subtitles up. Animating it in Toon Boom. This is only the. This is Toon Boom Harmony Essentials, and you're going to see what that actually means here. What difference that makes to how it would have looked if I'd used like the advanced version or the professional version. It was a bit tricky because I'm not quite at the point where I can afford the better versions of Toon Boom. But I'll just play it through so you get an idea of how it looks. You're not going to be able to hear her voice, unfortunately. I'll try and include that some way. Actually, because like if I drop the video in here, you should be able to actually hear the audio. Hang on, I'll add a video source. Media source, yeah. And let me just yeah, thanks by the way. I'm glad you like it. Where do I get the view? Advanced audio properties.
Yo, Adam! This is Peggy. Yo,
Yep.
Adam! This is Peggy from Femme
I hope that's not too loud.
I heard you're a big fan of me. You got good taste, bro. Have a sweet birthday. And thanks for all the dope fan art you did for me. You rock.
So did you hear that? Did you hear the audio? Did you hear her voice? Anyway, I was hoping that anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the rough. I go into the scraps, we can get a look at the. Hang on. Did I keep the tests that I did? Yeah, so you can see here that I had a go at doing like a full body version, and I did. This is all based on a video clip I took of myself, like acting it out, and yeah, it's not bad. I think I wasn't that confident pursuing this. Like, I didn't feel like this was something that I could pull off. So it all just seemed a bit too. Because I've never taken any classes in animation. I've learnt it mostly from like books and tutorials, so I still have a long way to go before I can really call myself an animator. So I was quite pleased with how this came out, but it's just the key poses there. I didn't get very far with that. I wasn't feeling it. It's mostly just because I just thought it would be too hard, really. That one, what is this? Let's have a look. I think that's meant to be her torso, and this was when I did I do that? I don't think this is anything. So yeah, when did I get the? Because these are scraps, so yeah. So you can see where because I think I started with this image was kind of just the starting point, and I figured out how to do the arm there. So yeah, this layer just has arms. Let's see how that looks. So one of the things that I was told, because I did get a bit of help from a professional animator who suggested that I've got to keep my drawings rough and loose, and for a while I've been trying to figure out what that actually means. Because I try not to. I try to keep things rough when I do the first pass, but I don't really know what loose means, and it's one that I because I did ask about that, and I can't remember what he told me. So yeah, not very good at learning. basically. Let's have a look at what I did after that. So this is the collection that has. This is where I divided things into different layers, as I should have done. So yeah, you can see how things are taking shape here. So it is over animated, I will admit that. I think I was quite pleased with the way I did the head tilts. Like, that's a lot better than the kind of head tilts that I've done in the past. Not all of them look great, but I mean, I did okay keeping things in, the right shape and size. Because I was thinking a lot about the ear shapes and making it. I mean, like, she doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, I suppose you can kind of see how it goes from being narrow from this one to being wider. You can see more space in there because of the angle. Because I was thinking about how the angle changes. Because unlike Mickey Mouse, some of you may know this. Mickey Mouse's ears never distort, even when he turns his head to different angles. They always remain the same, like they're kind of hovering around his head rather than being attached to his head. But it's interesting because it still works, and it doesn't take away from the effect. Sorry. So yeah, here we can see how I kind of figured out where I wanted to go with this. I suppose this was kind of before the tie down stage, I guess. I think I know what tie down means. It's amazing how I've been trying to be an animator for so long, and I still don't even know what the terms mean. There are so many little things. There are people who don't do animation who seem to know more about animation than I do. I'm not saying that to be honest. I'm just saying it's fascinating to me. Like, I want to do this so much, but I lack so much of the knowledge. So this is unfinished. Her hair kind of stopped. I did have a hard time with the hair because I liked it this way. Is that how it looked? Let's see how that compares to the ruined one that I did. Yeah, I think I kept it that way. So the colours, yeah, and yeah. So I settled on that. I thought that looked good. The problem with rough drawings is that you can kind of train your eye to see what makes it look good, and so when you're cleaning it up, it's very easy to get rid of the good stuff. That does happen a lot, because the cleaning up technique that I used was basically to just erase everything that I didn't think needed to be there, and it looks a bit weird. The eyes don't quite look right. I think most of it came out okay. Yeah, I had trouble keeping the eyes level and symmetrical. I feel like I should have just cheated and made them exact duplicates. I don't know if Toon Boom has a symmetry tool, but she's not perfectly in the center anyway. I don't know. I didn't really think about that. Maybe I should. So yeah, they're a little bit uneven, just a little bit. So how does this one look? So yeah, I think. Oh, you can see that. Yeah, I wrote some notes. See, I've not got the hang of timing charts when it comes to mouth movements. So I tend to just write down what she's saying on the on that layer. But I think I put in a separate layer for the dialogue. Yep. That's the dialogue layer there. These look really funny when you pause it. Oh, head tilts are hard. I do find them very hard. I mean, I think I follow the basic principle of when a head's up straight, there's not going to be so much space from like the top of the eye to the scalp. But when she leans forward, there's going to be more space. I think on this frame there's too much, because you have all that space and then a little bit less, I think, on that one. And I kind of shrank her chin down, and that looks a bit weird, I think. This is a lot better than what my animation used to look like. If you look at the old animation stuff that I put on this channel, I suppose I have improved a certain amount since then. I think you may notice if I go over the edge of the canvas, I tend to stop caring about everything that happens under here. I guess I should maybe treat everything at the lower area with the same amount of care as I do everything else. That's the other thing. Putting care into your work, that's to me that's really hard. I think I want to have fun with stuff, so I don't really care that much. I should care more. So yeah, I call this collection Ruined, because this is like the reason I call it that is it starts out as a duplicate of all the work I've done so far, and I don't want to lose any of that, but I have to tweak it and I have to improve it. So I'll create a duplicate so that there's a backup of the previous work I've done. And I usually name the new collection Ruined, because that's just my way of saying I don't care if I do ruin it, or hopefully I won't, but if I do ruin it, then that's okay. I can just go back to the backup, create a new duplicate and ruin it all over again. Because that kind of attitude means that you don't have as much fear that things are going to go wrong. You don't want to worry about that. You want to frame it as I could ruin this, and that's just all part of it. I'm not worried about that. So yeah, got bro, eat, and thanks. Dope fan, did you rock? Okay, so if we go to this one, you can see there's some colour here. I made that mistake of putting the colour in the wrong, because I wanted to use a separate layer for all the colour. Peggy normally has a bit of dark hair, like in the middle. I usually have like some streaks of like the fur colour, which isn't black, it's dark grey. I'm not sure about this dark grey actually, because like I think the reason I did that is because she's meant to be black and white because she's a skunk. But whenever I give characters black fur, it doesn't look right. I think I probably just need to learn more about that, how you do black fur. I mean, because dark grey is good if you want to make fur look black, like black fur usually has some highlights to it, so you have a bit of a lighter colour, slightly lighter, not that light, mixed in with the black. Because dark hair. Basically, the rule is you normally just have it like black hair with a little bit of highlight, so that people can see what it looks like when it's lit up a bit more. Anyway, so I added colour. So she has a star on her cheek. This was pretty easy actually, because I found that I was able to just get away with using the same star shape, just copy and pasting it for each frame that you can see it at the side of her face. So it's the exact same star, and I just kind of clipped it to the layer below and just had it move according to where her cheek is at that point. Anyway, so I think I've pretty much shown you everything that there is to see about this. I'll move this down a bit. Yeah, thanks a lot, Lionel. I'm glad you like my work. Yeah, I do feel more confident about using software like Toon Boom Harmony, and I am hoping to carry on doing more anime. What's great about working on the Chucky Chicken stuff is that that's giving me an incentive to actually do some animation, do as much of it as I can. So yeah, it looks like that's not going to be a problem. One thing I will just talk about at this point is future live streams, because I'm really running out of stuff that I can actually put into these streams. I'm finding that I can go for over a month without really doing like finishing any actual projects. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing these same live streams each month, but a monthly live stream I think would be a fun thing to do. So I might do some more streams with Zark, because we did that for the anniversary live stream that I did last year, where we did a shared canvas on the Aggie, the Open Canvas website, and that I thought that was a lot of fun. We do want to do more of those, so I might start doing something like that in lieu of these art dump videos, because I'm just really struggling to actually get enough material for these videos. And I don't think I'm going to do any live streams this month, because it's December and the holidays are coming, and I'm going to be spending time with my family. So you may not hear from me until the new year, but I do want to do more. I might do more of these, like show my animation process and things like that. If people think that's interesting, then why not? We could do more of that. But yeah, I think in regards to regular live streams, if I'm going to do a monthly live stream, I'll probably just see if I can do an Aggie session with some friends, and we could do that once a month. Maybe not like the last day of the month necessarily, because obviously I have trouble sticking to that as I did this time round, and also because I can't always guarantee that everyone's going to be available for it. So it's to do with the availability of my friends when we do these things. So yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to find ways of doing further live streams. A suggestion? Yeah, go ahead. I am open to suggestions. Yeah. Right, game streams, chill streams, maybe other shit. That, but yeah, I'd love to do that. Yeah, because I have a capture card, so I can stream my Nintendo Switch games. And I think if we can, because I just need to. With the thing about the podcasts is, that would be cool. I just don't always have the stamina to keep that up, because that was something that I used to do every week. I really don't know if I can. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do a weekly podcast again, because I do have a lot on my plate. And because I think. The one thing that I'd like to do once a month is do an art stream and just exercise my creativity. Oh, King Mo's here. Yeah, I'm just brainstorming what I'm going to do for my future live streams, because I don't think I'm going to have enough material every month to keep doing these type of art review streams. So I'm looking at other options. So yeah, excuse me. I might do some game streams, yeah, maybe. Anyway, it's been half an hour, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks everybody for watching this. I hope you enjoyed me showing off my animation skills. Do take care, and I am off to the pub.